Leslie, that on your computer in about 20 seconds here, probably less than that. Okay, so here we are. We're doing all the technology today, making it work for us. That's right. First of all, I have to apologize because I know that I confused you so much when I first reached out to you. And as someone who also has a background in, the performing arts, that's what, I trained as a stage manager by trade. I haven't really called a show, not like a traditional theater show, in a long time. But I could it was like the light bulb turned off when you were like, I don't understand the booth fees. Why would I need to pay a booth fee? And for those of you who are not clued into this blossoming inside joke Leslie and I have, Leslie thought that I was talking about like a more traditional, like a theatrical performance stage management position, because I was talking about booths, and we talk about booths a lot in the industry. And I didn't catch on to that. And I was asking her to come join as a maker and get a booth at this festival. So all of a sudden, it was like a light bulb clicked, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was so embarrassed. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we figured it out. um, yeah, yeah. Right, right. Well, and I played that back in my mind, and I was like, oh my gosh. I also would have thought this was crazy if someone was trying to offer me a job but make me pay a fee to enter the place that I need to be to do my job. So that was a wild exchange. So where are you joining us from today? Hmm. Oh, yeah, great. All right. I spent a lot of time. I'm in Manhattan right now, but I spent half of March, I think all of April, all of May, all of June in my parents' house in Pennsylvania as well. So it's funny that you say Norwegian. My parents are big cruisers, and they love Norwegian Cruise Line. That's their favorite. And actually, January, I want to say January 10th or 11th, we got off a cruise, a Norwegian cruise that we were on. It was like right before all of this blew up. And, still to this day, we say to each other, like, wow, we dodged a bullet. Like we were so lucky. All those poor people who were trapped on ships for, months, where they were, I guess not months, but weeks, where I think I have some friends who are on cruise ships who were there for more than a month, stuck on the ship because of the rules with international. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the rules, but I know that it was a long time. I know that people were. Sure. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Take a nap. That's such a nice little spin. Well, and I love, and this is a perfect transition because you said, keeping your spirits up and everything, and your like tagline is literally stickers to brighten your day. So let's talk about it. Tell me about how this came to be. Yeah.
Something to kind of, you know, to look at every day and say, oh, a friend of mine did that. So
Yes, yes. Can I just pause you really quickly because it's just come to my attention that you have actually locked us out of your audio for the Facebook and YouTube feed. And so Facebook and YouTube couldn't hear anything that you've said.
oh
No,
no.
that's okay. It's okay. Everything is great. We got to see your beautiful face anyway, and our friends on Instagram could hear it all.
Okay.
So if you're hearing an echo, just turn the volume of your computer down, but leave your mic open.
Oh, okay. So can they hear me now?
It looks like we are back in action. So
Okay.
thank you for that. Sorry to interrupt you, but yes, you
No
cannot
worries.
find backstage stickers anywhere. It's so true. I've looked.
No. Yeah, and there are some, and there's a small amount, but yeah, there's just some things, and I had some certain ideas of, there are some typical kind of what people think stage management should be represented as, and sometimes we want something a little different. It's not always a headset. Yes, we wear them. It's very important, but there's other aspects to our world that I wanted to share. So I kind of started getting these ideas. So I kind of opened up a little list and start kind of making quotes in my head while I'm sitting there cross stitching, at 3 o'clock in the morning, because you know, my schedule's still the same as I'm in theater. But so I started making a list, and then a friend of mine, randomly said, "Hey, are you on this TikTok thing?" I'm like, I don't know. I'm old. I don't understand it. I don't dance. And she's like, no, it's really fun. There's a lot of fun videos for a lot of creative people, kind of puts a smile on your face. And I said, okay. So I went on there and I started following a lot of DIY, DIYers. There we go. And, small business and creative people and kind of doing this. And I saw one particular video by a girl with MD Designs. And she said, this is how I create my stickers, because I see a lot of people who have the crickets and the silhouettes and, a lot of investment you have to do before you begin. Yeah. And I'm like, well, unemployed, can't really do a lot of that. Right. I wonder if there's an easier way. And she said, well, all you need is an iPad and an iPencil, which granted is not cheap, but it is something then I could use later on if things don't work out in stage management life. So I started researching that. And she said, all you need are these things. You need this app of Procreate. And she said, I send it off to this company called Sticker App. They print everything for me and send it back. And I was like, okay, so that's a lot of overhead I don't need to worry about. Maybe this could actually be a thing. So I kind of said, okay, do I want to make this investment? Do I think it, let me see if I'm even good at drawing. I don't know. So I then got the equipment. I got the iPad and the iPencil, and I started playing around, and it went pretty well. I was like, oh, okay, I guess plus the app helps very much with like straight lines and things. But I kind of had a really good time. Yeah, I was like, oh, thank you for the assistance. But I kind of started playing around. I'm like, okay, that looks good, and I showed it to my mom as far as like a design eye. I'm like, how's this look? Would you want to buy something like this? So it kind of all started rolling from there. So from about August on, I started kind of working on this project and seeing and cultivating sayings. And so not only stage management, but the other big thing was the Still Magnolias quotes, because you need some Still Magnolias in your life. And, I can quote that whole movie with a lot of my friends. And so I was like, there's not many quotes out there in sticker form that, jumped out at me. So I said, well, maybe I could do that one too. So it kind of got this ball rolling, and I kept getting ideas. And I said, okay, well, I'll stick with, stage management. I'll stick with Still Magnolias. I'll do a little kind of empowerment, like girl power, people power, brighten your day, keep you motivated kind of sayings, and also coffee, because we all love coffee. And if you don't love coffee, that's okay too. So I kind of did these little categories and did a few of those. I said, okay, let's send them off and see what happens. So I did all my research. Again, TikTok and the small business group that's on there were wonderful with like advice. And like, if I had known this when I started my Etsy shop, so all these great little things, I was getting all these cute little tidbits and tips and tricks and everything. So, was doing all that, getting every, and then also cross stitching and still sending stuff to my friends, just staying busy, idle hands and everything, keeping my mind sharp. Yeah. And, I got my stickers. I started taking photos and opened my shop on October 7th. And have been very, very fortunate, from what I understand, to at least hit at this point 30 orders in that short amount of time.
Right.
So,
wow.
And
congrats. That's huge.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And what's been amazing is that it has been the stage management stickers that have been the best sellers, and reaching out to the stage management community. I'm like, hey, is this something you guys want to put on a water bottle? And they have been wonderful of, responding and ordering. And then, then I was also very pleased that my Still Magnolia ones were very popular. So I've done some more stickers. They're being printed now. So I'm just going to keep this roller coaster going and see how far it takes me. But what I'm also pleased about, and how I've been able to kind of make everything happen, is that if I do have the fortunate, luck that I get to go back to the cruise lines, that I could still kind of do this while still on the ship. It just, shipping might take a little bit longer.
Right.
But, and then, thank you. I'm still kind of shocked that it all kind of worked out. Even my mom's like, "You're an entrepreneur." I'm like, "Okay, I don't know, maybe." I guess so. I guess.
Well,
yeah,
look at you
we're
at
happy.
Small Business Saturday, and you are talking about your successful business. So it sounds pretty
I know.
entrepreneur-like to me.
I know. It's still kind of surreal. I'm like, it's just something I'm okay. Yay! I'm excited. So yeah, that's kind of all the long story of how it all came about, and I'm just tickled that it's working.
Yes.
And that people want my stuff, which is awesome.
Yes. Well, I'm happy to hear about your success. And I'm wondering, do you have any of your stickers right there with you?
I actually do. I have a little stacks here.
Give us a little show and tell.
Oh, show and tell. Okay. Well, the classic,
Hold please.
hold please. Hold
How
please.
many times a day do I say that in real life, even though I'm not in the theater right now?
Yeah, I even say it to my dog when he starts running away. I was like, "Hold, please," and he actually stopped. I'm like, "It works." And that's why I also kind of like. I know I was talking about the headset, but that's why I kind of made the little symbol to be on a Post-it note too, because we live and die by Post-it notes. Not an advertisement, but sticky notes.
I have my right next to me right now because I'm like, that's what I know, right? The Post-it notes.
Right, that it's like where it's gonna stick it here, track the time. They're just thank you so much for making them.
Absolutely.
And then of course the classic call and response of 5 minutes hold, thank you 5.
Yes.
And I thought of this as like this could go as a reminder on your clipboard, but also on a call board of like, hey, you don't need to make the sign, just stick the sticker there. Done and done.
Perhaps in front of every single face in the dressing room.
Yeah, exactly. Just kind of
so that they do not
on
forget.
Their forehead. Here you go.
Right.
Just in case you haven't heard it. Here we go. And so that was kind of like my first batch of stage management stickers. And so with the second batch, I was able to kind of do little minis.
Oh,
so
that's so cute.
Little
I love
minis.
the minis.
So you can put them anywhere you want. And then the classic, we all say it. We all say it and go. And then this is kind of, part of the saying I used to tell people, sometimes they get a little frustrated or anything. Sometimes it includes a curse word, but I didn't do it this time. But it's just like, we rehearse a show, we open a show, we close a show, we move on. Just, a reminder of like, hey, if you're frustrated, if you're stressed, this too will pass. You'll get another project, you'll move on. But that's just what we do. We rehearse, we open, we close, we move on, hopefully to another gig.
Yes.
That's always the dream of, keep going. And then, everything you hear in a tech rehearsal.
Yes.
Who are we holding for? Sound. Okay. Nothing against sound. But,
no, we held a little bit for sound today, so that's okay.
Yes, we did. Yes, that's all. And then I just kind of had this idea because you see that saying all the time of, I have to go to rehearsals for the actors and they have tote bags and stuff like that. That's why I kind of went, I run rehearsals. So
yes.
So I was like, let's take a little ownership of that too. It was like,
I love it.
We got to do things too. So that's kind of my stage management packet of stickers. And then moving on to our little Still Magnolias. It's tiny, but it is the little saying from Weezer where she says, I don't see plays because I can nap at home for free. I don't go to movies because they're trash and they got nothing but naked people in them. And I don't read books because if they're any good, they're going to make it into a mini series. Just little wisdom from her. And then anything for a good friendship saying is like, I love you more than my luggage from Clary. And then the classic, you have to have it, is that's I slapped Weezer Bo Drew. So that's our little quotes. And then I have a few more of Steel Magnolias coming. One from Truvy, who was like, laughter through tears is my favorite emotion. And a couple more wisdom of Weezer. So So that's a lot of fun. This one kind of popped in my head. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere, but I thought it was funny because of my generation, is that you have hashtag #, whatever generation you come from, whatever symbol it is for
I like
you.
that.
So
I feel like that
that's
needs to
just
be
a
a
little,
magnet for the back of a car, you know, like
yes,
like
I know. It's
is,
like,
which generation are you? Yeah.
yeah, who are you? Tell us who you are, just by this 2 words.
That's right.
And then going on to like some more, as I said, kind of my empowerment, when I was thinking of those kind of phrases that we kind of tell ourselves or tell other people, how would I represent that in kind of my little like logos and strength and everything like that. And I just kind of thought of like the iconic look of Rosie the Riveter. So that's why I kind of went with that and her symbol of, you could do it, we got this. So I kind of used her as like, bend but don't break. And then,
yes, very good.
I am enough. And then, I got this. And then I have a few more of these coming. Like one of them, I think, is like, I am titanium, I refuse to sink. So just those little kind of motivations that sometimes we all need in our daily life of like, all right, we can keep going. We got this, tomorrow's another day. And then, with that, you got to have a little stimulation. So you got your coffee stickers. And it's a little dark, but it's like, number 1, coffee. Number 2, do the things, which is what we need to do. Like, do the things, whatever those things are for you.
Yeah.
And this is another little kind of dark one, but it's like, life is too short to drink bad coffee. And then this one is just kind of in the need. It's like, to make me happy, make me coffee, bring me coffee, be coffee. So that's kind of my little world. And then some other stickers that are coming are another classic 80s movies, because I'm an 80s child, is quotes from Ghostbusters, because there's tons of those. And then a few quotes from Dead Poet Society, which is always another one that kind of is inspiring to keep you going. Plus God love and rest in peace, Robin Williams. And so just kind of, as I said, I started cultivating this list of different quotes that I like and would love to see in a sticker. And hopefully other people do too.
Yeah, no, everything is, so, it really does brighten your day. I think I've had a smile on my face the whole time you were saying your stickers. So that's really nice. Now we're really close to time, but can you tell our shoppers, if you have specials for the festival that you're running? And I'll say right now, in case anybody has to jump off, her information is in the booth. So if you go to outshinefestivals.com and you go into Winterfest, you can go to Lucky Ladybug Labs and you can find all this information. But Leslie, please tell us about what are we going to find in your booth? How do we contact you? What are your specials?
Right now, like all my, like, if you want to go and check it out, it's all through Etsy, my Etsy shop. And the deal I have for the festival is 15% off your each individual item. So just put in Winterfest 15 and at checkout, and you'll be able to get 15% off all of your items. And so that's all through Etsy, and take all sorts of payments, of course. And what's also a thing I'm very proud of is that all of my packaging is eco-friendly. It's all recyclable. And there's no extra stuff that you're like, why is this in here? It's just basic stuff of protecting the stickers, making it shipped correctly, and that it can all go in the recycle bin.
All right.
Or you can reuse it, whatever you want to do. But there's no plastic, and there's all the stuff has either been recycled or can be recycled.
Oh, wonderful. Well, that's perfect. So we have 2 minutes remaining. So tell our guests anything. What else do you want to say to our guests?
Well, first of all, thank you for coming. I appreciate all support. I think it's wonderful that a lot of people are supporting small business this year because of what's going on in the world, and just making sure that the people who want to keep going, who maybe are unemployed, with a little extra something, we appreciate all the support you can give, especially during the holidays, and that this is all about positivity and making your world happy. And, when you're drinking your water, drinking your coffee, looking on your laptop, wherever you want to put these stickers, I just want them to kind of, as I said, put your smile on your face, brighten your day, and help you keep going through all of this.
Perfect. Well, Leslie, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to chat with us. And we're really excited. We hope that you're getting lots of sales for these. I'm excited to see, stage management representing. And you can find out all that information that Leslie's already said at outshine.festivals.com. And once again, Leslie is Lucky Ladybug Labs. It's a tongue alliterative, so my tongue tumbles over. You can find that information along with our other booths. I think we have 27 other booths besides Leslie's, so you can do all your shopping in one place. And again, they're running, the booths are running Winterfest deals. Leslie's is 15% off each item with Winterfest 15 as the code. So make sure you go check it out. And Leslie, thank you again for joining us.
Allison, thank you so much. It's been an honor. Thank you.
Take care.